updated throughout the program.
Rob G just be looking like, there's no way we're all going to make it 6 years. Alex, Rob G, I think I'm good. Maybe. Yes. I'll push it every now and again.
I mean, the fact that you kind of alluded to what you didn't allude to,
right,
leaves them open for interpretation.
Yeah,
exactly.
That's a good point.
The only thing you got to be worried about is stairs.
Yeah. All right, you're back.
Yes.
Clearly, you're back.
And of course, Elijah is our social media guru. Elijah. All right, let's get here. We had the terrible news last night.
We were watching it here yesterday.
Yes, we were. The TV's always on and the games are on and stuff as we do the show to keep updated with what's happening in the world of sports. And, of course, the unfortunate Kyrie Irving with the Achilles, right?
No, it's the ACL.
ACL, I'm sorry.
Yeah, ACL.
ACL. He's out. It's going to be, Rob G., what'd you say? At least like a year, 9 months, and then another.
9 months to a year standard recovery for an ACL. That's not counting the ramp-up time to become yourself. So realistically,
could be.
We're looking at the 2026 season to see return to form.
To see him back to where we are. And I'm going to just say this. I mean, the basketball gods, they cheated us of what could have been a fantastic redemption story for Kyrie. He's been through all kinds of stuff. Mm-hmm. He's the guy who we've seen hit one of the greatest shots, the one that capped the 3-1 comeback against the Warriors, that choke job by Steph Curry and company. He also is just a tremendous ball handler, finisher at the rim. Just when he is healthy, one of the best guys you want to watch play basketball, period. He got jobbed out of being in the top 75. I still to this day, and I think it's because of the other stuff.
I agree.
Right? Because it ain't basketball. It ain't basketball.
What's the accolades? And I love Dame, but what does
Nothing.
Dame have over him?
Zero.
Kyrie's the champion, been to, 3 finals?
Zero.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
And Dame's great, but not what was.
Kyrie has a signature shot and moment in NBA history.
Iconic.
How's he not in the top 75? But that's another story.
Yeah.
And I just really felt like with AD, I'm not saying for sure they're going to win a championship, but did we think last year that Minnesota was going to beat Denver?
Right.
No, we did not. And look where they were, at a chance at getting to the finals, correct?
Oh, yeah.
So I just thought AD and Kyrie are a perfect match. They go together. Sometimes we talked about Phoenix, adding people together. Doesn't mean that they always mesh, even though they're 3 individually really good players, star players. But Kyrie and AD, we got AD gets hurt right away. He's going to come back. But now Kyrie's lost. And I feel sick to my stomach that, again, here's something that we could have gotten from the NBA, and here's another opportunity that we're not going to be able to see, and the basketball guys let me down.
Yeah, man. Wow, there's a lot to get to. When you watch something, sometimes I think we get so caught up in what we do, you forget the actual just enjoyment, entertainment of something. And that is what Kyrie has been for so many years. Just aesthetically watching Kyrie play basketball is literally like watching Prince in his prime perform, or Michael Jackson, or Paul McCartney, or Whitney Houston, or Aretha Franklin, whoever your jam is. Like, he is pure artistry. And we all love it. We all marvel. He's one of those rare players that old heads, young heads all agree, man, that boy's got it. You know what I mean? People don't argue. There's no debate. Like, he's one of the most skilled, and many people say the most skilled player they've ever seen. Just pure skill, not accolades, not career. But once again, there's something about Kyrie's career where it's derailed. And this just has happened throughout it. When he was with Cleveland before LeBron came back, it was just kind of meaningless basketball, if you will. He was playing well, but team wasn't winning. They weren't on national games, but you always knew, man, that's that kid up there who can play. Goes with LeBron, they go on a run, they go to finals, they win one. You mentioned it, epic shot, the epic comeback. He's playing great. You think, whoa, they might be able to make a run at this. He decides to leave. He says he leaves because I want to be on my own, kind of like Kobe and Shaq. I want to do it on my own. I want to do this. I don't want to be I'm not going to be sunned. I'm equal. Later on, he would say, I should have stayed. I should have stuck with him. We could have maybe continued to have some magic. It got weird in Boston where he was really good, but the team wasn't feeling him, and it got weird. It wasn't meshing. Personalities were clashing, so they didn't work out there. Then the big 3 happens in Brooklyn. That doesn't work. Injuries, suspensions, COVID, not wanting to get vaccinated. other stuff, brings up with the media and his faith and people kind of not understanding what he's saying. He didn't articulate it. Point being, there was always something with Kyrie that holds it back from Kyrie just being at his best self. And to your point, he has seemed to become a refined version of himself off the court. He's extremely well-spoken, fully aware where he is as a person in his personal life, playing some of the best basketball lately. And you think, all right, maybe the Lakers won the full, the long-term view of this trade, but dang it, maybe the Mavs won the short term. Maybe for the next 2 years, Kyrie and AD can try to get to a championship. AD goes down day one. Now Kyrie's down, and it's just like another opportunity where it's going to be hard, Rob, to tell the legacy of Kyrie. You know what I mean? Like, he may never make a top 75 because what will he have done to add to it?
No, it's definitely derailed his career and
you know
his
what I mean?
legacy
And it's
going
like
forward.
you had to be there to see him. But
and when he comes back, he's 33, right? And he's coming off a major
another injury and just
right,
yeah.
and it's just another setback, and it's a shame because I think he's a very talented player, one of the all-time greats. Had he stayed healthy, had he been a little more stable, I'm not saying he couldn't move around or free agency.
It's too much.
But yeah, had he been in probably 2 places or something, he probably would be. The way they put up statues now, they probably would have a statue ready to put
at least
him up.
working on it. Yeah,
Exactly. So it's disappointing.
He's kind of Kawhi-like, where
Kawhi though won twice in 2 different places.
I meant you can't, like, how good could Kawhi have been if he was fully healthy? Not fully. Everybody gets nicked up and injured at times. But say 85%.
Kawhi would have been even bigger.
I agree.
Because I do believe that had he won the one with the Clippers, you would have three championships, 3 different
With 2 franchises,
and
you
2
didn't see that
franchises that never won.
Yeah.
Like, you would put yourself, he would be, you'd in rarefied air.
Yeah, he's better singularly.
Yeah, that's what
he's
I mean.
better than Kyrie. But what I mean is the storytelling of their career. It's going to be difficult. Like, no, you don't understand how good this person was. Well, I mean, I know he was hurt and this happened. He switched teams and, and getting into it with people and ball didn't work out. But you don't understand how good Kyrie was. You don't understand how good Kawhi was. They're in that category to me of like, the story of their career won't be as good as if you actually watched them and saw it. Do you get what I mean? Like, the Jordan story is amazing and it's just great. And LeBron's is going to be great and Kobe is going to be great. Like, their story will be, it doesn't do justice on how good they were.
All right.
My point.
877-99 on Fox, 877-996-6369 for you laymen. And we want to hear from you. It's real simple. Did the basketball gods rob us of Kyrie Irving's redemption story? And we'll continue that conversation with you next. It is The Odd Couple on a Trash Talking Tuesday. Rob Parker, Kelvin Washington, right here on Fox Sports Radio. Stick and stay.
And just like Kyrie Irving, he could need a new job. So, Kelvin, what should he do in the US of A?
I'll tell you what he should do, Alex. Well, the average time to hire for most organizations is 30, 45 days. Thank you for the alley-oop right there. Are you tired of a costly and lengthy hiring process? Simplify and speed up your recruitment by using the experts at Express Employment Professionals. Reduce time to hire, cut down on multiple interviews, and lower your recruitment costs. Whether you're looking for contract workers or a new team member or streamlined job posting, candidate screening and hiring process is more efficient than hiring on your own. Visit expresspros.com today. Haven't used a staffing company before? Well, this is the year to do things differently. Businesses are navigating a hiring landscape that has never been more expensive or regulated. Draft the experts and get the next pro for your team. Start at expresspros.com to find a location nearest you. For all types of jobs and a variety of reasons, choosing Express Employment Professionals is a move to make. With more than 860 local-owned offices, you'll get the hiring support you need at expresspros.com. That's expresspros.com.
He'll flare, he'll fire, he'll hit the 3.
We love the NBA. You love the NBA. We love it before games,
laughing like a giddy school kid before tip-off,
during the games, and after the horn.
They brought it tonight. It was a different level.
It's you, it's us. The crowd gasping and wowing on Fox Sports Radio.
1. Discover a new podcast from our library of hundreds of thousands of titles. Here's an iHeartRadio podcast preview.
I had no idea that there was two sides to this man. God, we had no idea what it was going to be like, but it was murder.
He sacrificed not only my family, but my wife's family. He would, in a blink of an eye, just send them to death. Children, babies, mothers, grandmothers. It was a deliberate massacre.
How does a single human being convince thousands to kill for them and millions to turn a blind eye? Real Dictators is the new podcast series presented by me, Paul McGann, that explores the hidden lives of tyrants such as Adolf Hitler, Chairman Mao, and Kim Jong-il. You'll be right there in their meeting rooms and private quarters, on the battlefields and in their bunkers, up close and personal with some of history's most evil leaders, watching on as they make the decisions that shape the world as we know it. There's Kim Jong-il, a man consumed by a love-hate relationship at the West.
Because he never really left North Korea, he took what he saw in Hollywood films to be realism. North Korea became very good at selling drugs and making and selling counterfeit $100 bills, trafficking people in ivory and later nuclear secrets and weapons, anything that a criminal empire would do. And this was all backed up with the state's might.
Joseph Stalin, the man who turned Russia into a superpower and set the stage for the Cold War.
Stalin found Russia with the wooden plow, and he left it with atomic weapons.
He would work late into the night developing slogans. If Stalin had been born in the United States, he would have been a first-class advertising executive. He really understood how to get people to buy what he's selling.
Mao Zedong, the peasant's son who transformed China.
Communism, as Mao interpreted it, required toughness, required extremism, because these were extreme conditions. Famously, he said, all power grows out of the barrel of a gun.
We'll take you behind the curtain, beyond the propaganda and the myth-making, to hear the real stories of their totalitarian regimes. You'll hear the voices of regime insiders, escapees and world-renowned experts. From Noiser Podcasts, this is Real Dictators.
Listen and follow this podcast for free on the iHeartRadio app. #1 for music, radio, and podcasts, all in one app.
My name is Dale Pazinski. I volunteer with United Way to help the homeless in my community learn computer skills and build a basic resume. I don't just wear the shirt, I live it.
Give, advocate, volunteer, Live United. Go to liveunited.org. Brought to you by United Way and the Ad Council.
Pathways Learning Academy at Crossroads Church is opening soon. Located in Mason, we offer quality care and personalized early education support in our infant care, toddler, preschool, and pre-kindergarten programs, as well as before and after school options for school agers. Plus, our school is safe, our staff is second to none, and our exclusive app, Sproutabout, keeps you connected with live streaming video, real-time updates, and more. Schedule a tour today by visiting pathwayslearningacademy.com.
Welcome back to Day in the Life Vacation Series. It's the last day of vacation, but it doesn't feel like it because with my Amex Platinum, I get guaranteed 4 p.m. checkout courtesy of booking fine hotels and resorts through Amex Travel. So, of course, that means more time to explore. I can also squeeze in one more bite at a local restaurant thanks to Priority Notify with global dining access by Resy. And on the way home, I'll be lounging in the Centurion Lounge at the airport. Shout out to Amex Platinum for the travel benefits. Terms apply. Learn more at americanexpress.com/withAmex.
Clorox Sentiva smells like grapefruit. Cleans like Clorox. And feels like...
Okay, we could be here all day. Try Clorox Sentiva for a trusted clean with long-lasting freshness. Also available in lavender and coconut. Use as directed.
My friends swim no matter the season, but my moderate to severe plaque psoriasis can sometimes take me out of the moment. Now, thanks to Skyrizi and clear skin, count me in. With Skyrizi, Risankizumab Riza, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection for adults who are candidates for systemic or phototherapy. 3 out of 4 people achieve 90% clear skin at 4 months.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check for infection and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms such as fever, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or cough, or if you plan to or recently received a vaccine.
Thanks to Skyrizi, there's nothing on my skin, and that means everything. Ask your doctor today about Skyrizi, the #1 dermatologist-prescribed biologic in psoriasis, and visit skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKYRIZI to learn more.
Macy's Herald Square is New York's most iconic store, and now there's something you have to see for yourself. Macy's Shops at the Square, a limited-time pop-up experience where you can indulge in everything from Strawbarrow's viral Dubai chocolate-covered strawberries to customizable statement jewelry from Little Words Project and more. Plus, stop in for a free beauty consult and personal stylist session. With Macy's Shops at the Square, Herald Square is more than a place to shop, it's a destination on 34th and Broadway.
Send a text to your DM.
Fox Sports Radio, The Odd Couple, Rob Parker, Kelvin Washington, on a Trash Talking Tuesday. Looking forward to hearing what you guys have to say. The last few have been crazy spirited. We'll do that in about an hour and 20 minutes or so. And we're coming to you live from the TireRack.com studios, having a conversation about Kyrie Irving. And the unfortunate news, out for the rest of this season, probably going to be a large portion of next season with a torn left ACL. And the conversation really is, did the basketball gods rob of us of the Kyrie redemption story, a chance to lead this team, the Mavericks, along with Anthony Davis when he came back, to maybe a playoff run? Also just his greatness as a whole and through all the things he's been through. 877-99 on Fox, taking your calls. Who we got?
All right, Marty in Kentucky. You're on the Odd Couple, Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Marty?
What's up, fellas? How y'all doing?
Doing good,
great.
Marty.
Oh, good. Well, guys, I'm concerned about this. I have enjoyed watching Kyrie through his career. He has been a game changer, and I just no doubt in my mind LeBron never comes back to Cleveland if it's not for Kyrie being there. Now, what concerns me is what I've seen in the past, and especially his style of play, the torque he puts on his knees. You know, I can look at another career that kind of got cut short on us, Derrick Rose. He tore an ACL in his left leg in 2012, turns around in 2013, tears his meniscus in his right, and then in 2015, tears his meniscus in his left. Sometimes it snowballs like that. He can look down the bench at Klay Thompson and see where he tried to come back from his injury and then injured his other leg.
Right.
So things like this concern me. Hopefully Klay can give him advice, tell him not to push it too fast. But once you cannot make your tendons stronger. You can make your muscles stronger. You can do certain things, but once they've taken so much, they just go.
Yeah, Marty, you were on it. Look at you.
Marty's a former basketball player. No
Marty
doubt.
hit me with all the and then back in this person, and he got the injury 2025.
Appreciate that, Marty.
Good
Hope
stuff, Marty.
River and the family's doing well. Sean in Sacramento.
Oh,
You're on
snap.
the Odd Couple, Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Sean?
Yo, my uncle from another mother, cousin Kelvin, my brother's behind the board, man. Been down bad with this little flu, man.
You all right? You got the flu?
Yeah, it's going around. I've seen a handful of people.
It's been terrible, man. Me and all 38 of the kids all been down bad.
Man, I know. Sean, you know there's a thing called the movies. You don't have to have 38 kids now.
Something.
Like I keep saying, man, them endings ain't always as good as them 38 kids.
There you go.
You can practice having them without having them.
That's
though.
right. There you go.
I'll leave that to us. Me and you gonna
y'all go ahead.
Says me who got 3. You're right.
Exactly.
You're right.
I might be joining Rob G in the club soon, though. Rob G, I can't keep paying for these kids, man. But real quick on this hype, man, I couldn't agree more with the way y'all put it. The basketball guys, man. I think of guys like Grant Hill, Greg Oden. You know what I'm saying? Chris Webber, guys that had all the skill, all the talent in the world.
Brandon Roy.
Brandon Roy. Oh my God.
Yeah, well, we never got to see them really, no doubt.
Yeah, but I can say though with Kyrie, I think he still has a shot. I think of like Jason Terry with his last couple of years with the Mavericks. He has that sweet jumper, man, and you don't stop having that sweet jumper as you get older. So I could definitely see him being like a Robin to AD to get to that championship level. But it's a shame because he was on pace to be our generation's Kobe. If he just stayed healthy, he was able to win a few more championships, man.
No doubt,
Yeah,
Sean.
it's just one of those weird things, Rob, where like you just had to be there because history will be like, oh, this guy was okay, his stats don't look too like what. You're like, nah. You just had to see
wait
him.
a minute, he was a journeyman. He was on 18.
He was in. He didn't play this year. Look at him, more controversy than really accolades. You're like, nah, man. He was really that good.
He was a baller. 877-99 on Fox. Drew from New Jersey. You're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Drew?
Yeah, I think it's definitely a shame that he's sidelined. However, I never thought this team had a chance to win.
Did you think Minnesota was going to go to beat Denver last year? I'm just asking.
I didn't think Minnesota was going to win a championship period, though.
No, I'm talking about beating Denver. I'm just saying I'm with you, but there's certain things that happen in sports that you're not looking.
I mean, just you want the shot, though. You know what I mean? That's what you want.
I still think that they were going to win a championship, and even after they won the series, I still didn't believe they were going to win one.
Well, a lot of people did because they had Ant-Man as the face of the league, and they were pumping him up.
And about that face of the league, let's be honest about this. There's not that many faces of a league, and how could you be a face of a league if you're not even a top 5 player?
I agree with you, but you know where it was, though. It was crazy last year. I'm with you.
And he wants to be the face of the league. He acts like he doesn't. Anybody would want that. He's just not. You can't be a face of the league if you're not even a top 5 player. Kobe was never even a face of the league.
Well, you just opened up a can, Drew.
And mainly because of the Colorado rape stuff, but he was never the face of the league because of that.
There are many people who would disagree. I agree with you.
Right.
I think he was right there many times, and they kind of used him as it when they wanted to. But I don't think they fully gave him the full range. I'm with Drew on that. All right, Ephraim Salam is our guest in about 2 minutes or so. But right now we got to find out what's trending with
He's going
Steve.
to get all his time. That's right.
No, we're not going to give him. Matter of fact, Steve, you got 20 minutes. Go ahead.
Need about that much for all the NBA
That's
news.
a good point.
Who's in? Who's out? Steph Curry.
More outs than in.
Is he playing?
Yeah, he is. Golden State at New York. He was a game-time decision with a sore ankle, but for New York, Karl Anthony Towns is out for personal reasons. Milwaukee and Atlanta, Kyle Kuzma playing. He was doubtful with a bad ankle. Houston's at Indiana. Rocket center Alperen Şengün returns. He did not play Monday due to a bad back. Houston lost at Oklahoma City last night as Shai Gilgeous-Alexander scored 51 points. Coming up in a half an hour, it's Philadelphia at Minnesota. Paul George was out last night with a sore groin, but only questionable for this one. But we know Tyrese Maxey of Philly is out tonight after a fall last night. Evan Mobley being rested by the Cavs. They've won 10 straight. They start in a half an hour at Chicago. And Donovan Mitchell was named Player of the Month in the East. LeBron James of the Lakers, Player of the Month in the West for February. Austin Reeves, Lakers starter, out again tonight with a calf injury. Luka Doncic probable now after the bruised knee. Lakers have won 6 in a row. They host New Orleans in the late game, 10:30 p.m. Eastern. And yes, Mavericks guard Kyrie Irving is out for the year with a torn ACL. He averaged 25 points a game this season. Anthony Davis of Dallas currently out with a strained adductor. Jaren Jackson of the Grizzlies has a grade 2 ankle sprain. He's listed as week to week, might be 2 or 3 weeks. Memphis guard Ja Morant questionable for Wednesday with a bad shoulder. Nikola Jokic of Denver questionable for tomorrow, ankle. And the Celtics' Jason Tatum questionable for Wednesday with a shoulder injury, while Jaylen Brown of Boston questionable due to illness. Among the NBA games that are underway, Rockets are tied late first quarter at Indiana, 25-all. To men's college basketball, Rutgers is leading at number 18 Purdue, 27-22 midway through the first half. But at 19th ranked Kentucky, it's the Wildcats ahead of LSU, 32-14. That's with about 6 minutes to go in the first half. By the way, the first conference tournament title game is this Saturday night in men's hoops in the Ohio Valley. We're going to have 4 conference title games this Sunday, including the Missouri Valley. Not that far from Selection Sunday for the NCAA tournament field. It's March 16th. Back to you.
He is Steve DeSager. Thank you so much coming to you live. For the TireRack.com studios, it's the Odd Couple, Rob and Kelvin on the Trash Talking Tuesday. He is a former NFL offensive lineman, Fox Sports Radio weekend host, Ephraim Salam on Twitter. It's Ephraim Salam, y'all, who's going to get all his time.
That's right, Ephraim, every single minute. How are you?
What's up, brothers? How y'all doing?
Doing good, man.
Doing good. Hey, Ephraim, what meeting did you just come out of? You got something big going on? What's happening?
We do this thing every year with the NFL and have current players and former players come out, and we teach them. It's a 3-day immersive in all things entertainment, how to direct, write.
So like a boot camp.
It's tremendous. The guys love it. We break them up into groups, and they have to film scenes from iconic movies that we've picked out for them. They got to buy the cameras and all of it. It's a whole thing that we set up for them. It's tremendous. The guys love it. And it started because, I've come from this space, and now come from sports into entertainment now, and there was no blueprint for us. There was nobody to ask how to do it. And so this year we partnered with Skydance Sports and the NFL, and it's just wonderful, man. We're cooking over here.
I wish you could help the NFL players with the CBA, and that would probably help.
Go solve that problem, Ephraim.
I'm just saying, Ephraim,
since you're on it.
God knows. Let's go here first. I want to go with the NFL owners pushing back and saying no to Bill Belichick and whole
Hard Knocks,
and they don't want UNC. First of all, it's an NFL deal, right?
But then nobody wanted it, Rob.
But what did you make of that? Not telling Bill Belichick, no, thank you.
Well, it's the one thing I know about the NFL is they protect the shield, and they're not going to step outside of the shield. Hard Knocks is an NFL property, and so they're not going to lend it to another league, whether it be college or whatever it is. They're not going to do that. And so it didn't surprise me at all. Like, I mean, and you got to remember, some of those owners feel a certain way about Bill Belichick anyway.
They do.
And this is a good way to just check the temperature of what they feel about him and telling him no. So it's not shocking or surprising at all.
Did anybody, I don't know if you were ever on it or not, but did anybody, do guys like it, or they're like, man, these stupid cameras and mics everywhere follow me around? Or guys like, this is my chance to be a superstar?
No, man. In a day and age of branding and creating a brand, the more cameras, the more mics, or the more opportunities. Now,
but you should also look bad like the Giants general manager. Seriously.
Stupid is what stupid
does. Am I right?
I never heard about that.
But that's really on tape, though. Do you know what I'm saying, Ephraim?
Hey, look. We still be talking about it. We just got to see them be just ridiculous in real time. But I'll say this. I was on the first iteration of this back when it was on the NFL Network, and it was just called Training Camp with the Jacksonville Jaguars. That was the first time they did it, and I was at the Jacksonville Jaguars at that time. And, of course, I came on and stole the show. Look it up. It's out there.
Look at this. He's so humble about the whole thing. Wow.
It's trash talking.
Look, I'm a 7th round offensive lineman. What you talking about humble? Get out of here, man. What are you talking about?
You were living in Jacksonville, Florida. Are you kidding? I mean,
that's tough living.
I mean, what? Have you been to Jacksonville?
I have been to Jacksonville.
My God,
that ain't it.
I know that ain't it.
That ain't it.
That I don't even think that's in Florida. I'm not seriously.
No, it's literally southern South Atlanta.
Right.
Southern South Georgia.
Right.
It's southern South Georgia for sure.
Ephraim, man, getting back to some actual moves and things that are happening. What the heck are you doing with Sam Darnold? They're not going to franchise tag him. If you were GM there,
hey, I told you this was happening.
They still may.
They said they aren't.
I mean, they still may find a way to sign him. Is what they're saying.
No, but they're not. Ephraim, the guy played pretty well for 15 games and 2 games.
2 games. They never heard somebody this bad in their life.
Well, 2 games. The problem is when you're clawing yourself out of a hole, out of a canyon.
Yes.
Right? You can't afford to get all the way to the top and lose your grip because you fall all the way down to the bottom. And that's what happened. Sam Darnold was a player that we thought was this way. He gets to an organization like the Vikings. It's oh my God, he has talent. Look at him. He could be the MVP. Oh my God, he's going to make hundreds of millions of dollars. Yep. Oh wait. No, it's just the same Sam Darnold. Sorry. And that's where we are right now. Now he's going to get an opportunity. He's going to make some money. He's going to continue to be in the league. He'll get a starting opportunity. He's no longer the backup guy. He fought and got from under that moniker. But it's not going to be what it was. He's not going to get a contract indicative of a real-life starter for the next 5 years. It won't be that.
How about Davante Adams? Where should he go?
Davante Swag.
He's available now. The Jets got out of that money, and I think Lazard, they're going to get rid of him or cut him as well as they continue to purge and clean the organization. Where would you go? Davante's still a good player to me.
Yeah.
I mean,
Rams,
okay.
Ooh. Rams. Now that Matthew Stafford is back and locked in, him and Puka Nacua.
Because you got rid of, who'd they get rid of?
Cooper Kupp.
Cooper Kupp is
Cooper
there.
Kupp. But that's what you want. You want something like that. You're in L.A., beautiful stadium, beautiful weather. You got a real thrower of the football, and you got another number one, number two, whatever y'all want to flip-flop at. They got a dope, offensive coordinator, the head coach.
Well, let me ask you this,
I'd be trying to come out here.
Let me ask you this, though. Has he hurt himself Hall of Fame-wise? Because now this is going to be like 4 teams. He's bouncing around his career. His numbers.
Depends on the numbers.
Yeah, his numbers haven't been good, though. I think
it depends on the number. Like moving forward, like if he
because it's hard
back,
for
like
receivers anyway. You know what I mean?
Ask Torrey Holt.
Right, like Torrey Holt's not in. It took T.O. 3 years.
Yeah. Reggie Wayne.
That was ridiculous.
No, it was. He should have been number one.
That's not even the first ballot. No, that's
right. But I'm just saying, receivers have had a hard time getting in.
Yeah, they do. But eventually, if the numbers are the numbers, they just start looking at where you rank and what you've done.
Didn't it take Lynn Swann 15 years or something?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. That's how it goes. The most people are creatures of the moment. And once a guy gets past one time, then people feel comfortable with passing him up and passing him up. So, no, Davante Adams still has a lot of football left in him. I hate the Oakland experiment. I hate the Aaron Rodgers experiment. But if he can get with the Matthew Stafford, we will be talking about Davante Adams a whole lot different. Or if he goes to Houston with a young C.J. Stroud, there are places for him to land. Now, it's not going to be a money grab like he probably wants, but he made all the money. He got all the money anyway.
Yeah,
so
he
now
might have to get money from the Taco Bell.
Yeah, he should. Right, he should be looking to extend his career and really be prominent. I think that's don't just be about the money.
I agree with you. You got to put some some numbers up, right?
Go put the numbers up. So you need to go to a real quarterback-driven team.
Well, why not the Chiefs? What do they do? Because Rob and I, one thing we do agree on is that they got to stop just going, Patrick Mahomes, you're good enough. But they don't want to
pay anybody.
They got to go get some real players, some real flat-out studs at some point.
I know Patrick Mahomes wants Davante Adams. I can tell you that.
Right.
That would be a great landing spot for him. Will they do it? I don't know. I know the Rams would, though. The Rams would do it in a heartbeat.
Yeah, we've seen them. They went out and got Von Miller, OBJ, they will do whatever.
They will go get it.
Let me ask you this. Now, I get the Saquon Barkley, the Eagles, the Giants. We already talked about it. Just a ridiculous move by the Giants because both of the guys are not even there.
The 30 for 30 is going to be crazy.
Saquon's not there. Exactly. But and Daniel Jones isn't there. But my point is, today, the 2-year extension on top of what he already had for $20 million a season at the end of the contract, 36 guaranteed. To me, I got to admit, especially with a running back, this just felt like the Philadelphia front office patting themselves on the back by extending him 2 more years. I don't understand. He has 2 years at 37 each. What is this 2 more years at 20? It really doesn't make sense for a running back. Does this make sense to you?
Anytime you can continue to extend your career and get money, he's still a relatively
not
young
him. I mean the Eagles.
He is the bloodline. They're not going to make a move like the Giants. He is the heart and soul of that football team. When you got receivers reading books,
But he had 2 years is all I'm saying.
Listen. When you got quarterbacks who may or may not want to pass the ball down the field, we know one thing, the one stabilizing force. You got a head coach who want to fight the fans. You got all of this stuff going on. You got defensive players telling how the offensive players don't like each other. The one calming and stabilizing force in that franchise, Saquon Barkley. Right. I will keep him there and give him whatever he wanted, because we saw when you take a personality and a player like that out of a locker room, what it does to a franchise. And if I'm Philly, I'm not letting that happen.
All right. He is Ephraim. Rob and I will have a longer conversation about that a little bit later on in the show. But Ephraim, man, thank you as always, dude. And that's sweet, man,
Absolutely,
what you guys are doing with the players, man. That's really cool.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that.
All right. We got, of course, Shekel City on deck. See what let me look at your face, see if I can get a little preview. All right. Shekel City coming up. It is the Odd Couple. Rob Parker, Kelvin Washington on a Trash Talking Tuesday, Fox Sports Radio.
I think I'm moving to Mexico.
Sometimes you miss something, or sometimes you may want to hear it again. As soon as this show is over, you can podcast it. Just search The Odd Couple with Rob Parker and Kelvin Washington wherever you get your podcasts. Again, just search The Odd Couple with Rob Parker and Kelvin Washington wherever you get your podcasts. Rate, review, and most importantly, follow.
Pathways Learning Academy at Crossroads Church is opening soon. Located in Mason, we offer quality care and personalized early education support in our infant care, toddler, preschool, and pre-kindergarten programs, as well as before and after school options for school agers. Plus, our school is safe, our staff is second to none, and our exclusive app, Sproutabout, keeps you connected with live streaming video, real-time updates, and more. Schedule a tour today by visiting pathwayslearningacademy.com.
With spring just around the corner, wouldn't it be great if you could upgrade your space? Well, Macy's is here for you. It's your last chance to catch our President's Day sale with big savings on what you need to refresh your home. Think 20 to 40% off new furniture, like our exclusive Radley sectional, now $21.99. And take 30 to 60% off a new mattress from Hotel Collection, Serta, and more, so you can sleep better. Hurry into Macy's before this weekend is over, because our President's Day sale ends Sunday. Savings off already reduced prices. Exclusions apply.
A group of high school students started a project to research a string of unsolved murders.
Those murders happened in the mid-1980s.
He's out there doing stuff. He just didn't stop.
What if this guy's still alive? Like, what if he comes after us?
For 3 decades, the mystery remained unsolved.
It wasn't just a class assignment, it was real life.
These women really deserve justice. They were just living their lives, and they had their whole lives ahead of them.
There's a pretty good chance he's still alive.
It was a little scary, I'm not going to lie.
Once you start getting a few tips or a few leads, then the cold case isn't so cold anymore.
What seemed like an ordinary high school class turned out to be anything but.
Listen on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free iHeart app and listen now.
All the good stuff. Yeah. Camps keeps you on top of pop culture.
As people grow and learn, they often become more accepting of things they originally thought to be shocking. And that was Nancy Wilson's experience with Led Zeppelin. The singer and rhythm guitarist for Heart first saw the legendary British rockers in 1969 with her bandmate and sister Anne, and they actually walked out of the show. Nancy shared that the sisters thought Robert Plant was too, quote, suggestive, performing on stage with an open shirt and low-riding jeans. She continued that his rendition of the Lemon song was the final straw, with lyrics about Squeeze My Lemon having, quote, scandalized them. But she says that at the time they were, quote, square, and they later became fans of Zeppelin once they opened their minds, to the point of covering Stairway to Heaven in front of Plant and Jimmy Page back in 2012. Heart is back on the road this year with dates and stops online at heart-music.com.
All right.
And that's what's poppin'. I'm Camps on iHeartRadio.
iHeartRadio Did You Know? Presented by iHeartRadio. You know, what you're listening to right now. Did you know that iHeartRadio not only lets you listen to all your favorite AM/FM stations locally and nationwide for free, but iHeartRadio also lets you build your own personalized stations based around your favorite artists. We call it Artist Radio. Let us build you a customized station just for you with the least amount of work. Step 1, type in the name of your favorite artist. Step 2, tap play. We'll take it from there and automatically build you a station based on the best music from that artist and other similar artists. It's really that easy. And best of all, our Artist Radio is presented with limited commercial interruption, unlike Pandora, where your personal stations are constantly being interrupted. If you want to take matters into your own hands, you can skip songs you don't like, and you can thumb up and down songs to help personalize the station to your exact taste. And best of all, Artist Radio is free. Check it out today. Search your favorite artists, hit play, and we'll take it from there. iHeartRadio, #1 for music, radio, and podcasting. All in one app.
I'm John Walzak, host of the new podcast, Missing in Arizona.
And I'm Robert Fisher, one of the most wanted men in the world.
We cloned his voice using AI. In 2001,
police say I killed my family.
3 dead bodies, 2 were children.
He slit the throat of all of them.
First mom, then the kids.
And rigged my house to explode.
In a quiet suburb.
This is the Beverly Hills of the valley.
My house just exploded and ignited on fire.
Before escaping into the wilderness.
Leading police on a massive manhunt in rugged terrain.
There was sleet and hail and snow coming down.
It was the biggest manhunt in Arizona history.
They found my wife's SUV.
Within 50 feet was a cave.
He could be buried under rockfall, and you cut a skeleton leaning up against the wall.
And my dog Blue.
All I could think of is seeing the sniper me out of some tree.
But not me.
Police believe he is alive and hiding somewhere.
Can you disappear and change your name and work for cash? Yeah, you can.
Fisher is still very much a priority with the FBI. He's on the 10 most wanted list.
Listen to Missing in Arizona.
Listen on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free iHeart app and listen now.
Check out Unbreakable with Jay Glazer.
Welcome to Unbreakable, a mental health podcast.
Or Inside the Parker with Rob Parker for you threadheads.
Baseball.
The I Want Your Flex podcast with Dan Beyer and Mike Harmon for fantasy junkies. And What About Everything Up on Game presents offers. Want more Ben Maller? How about the Fifth Hour podcast? We have a podcast for everyone. And it's all on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts. FS1.
Looking for the one.
To find FS1 on your television, go to foxsports.com for details. FS1.
Looking for the one.
Couple on a Trash Talking Tuesday coming up in a little less than an hour or so. Looking forward to that. And we are coming to you live from the TireRack.com studios. By the way, you can stream this show and all of your favorite Fox Sports radio shows live 24/7 in the new and improved iHeartRadio app. All you have to do, search Fox Sports Radio in the app to stream us live. And one of the newest features in the app is you can select Fox Sports Radio as one of your presets. Just like you do in your car, you got your radio dial, you got your presets already ready, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can set us there as well. So be sure to preset Fox Sports Radio in the iHeartRadio app, and it'll always pop up at the top of your screen.
Wow, we got a new copy.
We do. Well, look, yeah, you know.
Yay. Thanks, LeBron.
Hey, listen, somebody paying us, keeping us around here, all right? It's time for Shekel City.
Welcome to Shekel City, the home base for Rob Parker's daily picks against the spread.
Getting paid, how we do?
Here we go, Shekel City, 1-2 last night. I know it was not a big night, but here we go. I was wrong. Not tonight. Let's get something going.
Right, here we
Best
go.
bet.
We're cooking.
Orlando Magic -7.5. They are hosting the Toronto Raptors.
Vince Carter ain't
Milwaukee Bucks -5.5 against Atlanta. Did you see the score?
No, I saw it. It's up here somewhere. I didn't get a chance to
And the
see
New York Knicks -5.5.
All right, that'll be a good one.
Yeah, that's going to be a good one. We got a close game right now.
Yeah, but you just told me you don't have no Karl Anthony Towns.
I know. Still on the road for the Warriors. Knicks -5.5.
Steph might try to go crazy Madison Square Garden night.
No. All right. So again, Knicks -5.5, Bucks -5.5, and the Magic -7.5. And remember, Kelvin.
Yes.
I'm not telling you who to bet on. I'm telling you who I bet on.
The only one I don't. Yeah, this Warriors one. I feel like Steph's gonna go. He just hit a 3. I just you know how people love to do. My one trip to Madison Square Garden. Let me go off. And no Karl Anthony Towns. But you didn't know that when you made that bet, though? The Karl Anthony Towns.
No. That definitely.
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean that they can't win.
No, they can't. They can. Well, just going back to what we were talking about with Ephraim, just Devontae Adams. I would love to see, we were saying, him go somewhere and actually remind people how good he is, you know?
He needs to get his numbers up.
Yeah, get the numbers up, ball out, stop trying to find, Derek Carr, and I want to go play with Derek Carr, and then, I want to go play with Aaron Rodgers.
How big of a mistake was the Derek Carr?
Just go ball out somewhere. We don't have to follow friends. And
you got to be careful because that blew up in his face.
Yeah, for sure.
And
Not the last few seasons.
You might look back and go, you know what I did? I my career was great. I had the numbers. Everybody looked at him like, wow, you know. And I know Aaron Rodgers wasn't going to be there, but you could have, still connected with Jordan Love, who throws the ball around the field. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, and obviously would have loved to have had you. It's not like, they got some young receivers who are growing, but you would have been the steadying force there with Jordan Love. And again, and I'm not saying you can't want to move, but like Ephraim was saying, okay, go with Matthew Stafford or go with, this is extreme, but, the Lions in their offense. Just go somewhere.
Why Jaden Daniels. Throw the lines and everything?
I'm bringing up offenses, Rob.
You just
come on. The Washington Commanders have an offense.
They just got Debo. Come on. How many guys?
The Chiefs would be ideal for them. They
don't pay anybody.
But you just said go get some numbers.
No, I know.
Go be the guy and get postseason run, and you never know. Go do that. If somebody else could maybe, hey man, we'll give you 2 years. $40 million, 30 of it guaranteed. But the Chiefs say we'll give you 2 years, $30 million, 25 guaranteed. Where you going? You gonna go to the Chiefs, make a little less, get a little haircut, but get to play with Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid and have a shot to really do something?
The ball that great either. I just hate to break it to you.
Right, but if I'm his guy, I know where those passes are going.
No, he's going to be too busy trying to force the ball to.
No, don't do that. Travis Kelce is Udonis Haslam.
No, he said, I'm not going out that way, so that must mean 4 catches for 39 yards in the Super Bowl. That's not good.
Obi-Wan, I'm here. I'm helping out what you need. All right, this one, young fella, this is what I do. I run a little route, then I hit it with a little oof. Make sure when you're warming up, you're practicing. He is Udonis Haslam now, okay? Don't expect him to come out there. I told you, 600 yards, 4 touchdowns best. I think that's the best for Travis Kelce, which is not cutting it, and they need to go get a big-time guy. Worthy, I love Xavier Worthy. I love the speedster. They need a legitimate one, and DeAndre Hopkins has passed it now. He had a few plays here or there. Man, I don't know how he just collapsed in the Super Bowl in that wide open catch. He just fell. Yeah, go get Devontae, or go somewhere again. Don't quit following friends, Devontae. They don't always pan out.
No,
you ever do that?
No, I'm not following anybody. I'm a leader. I don't follow.
No, I'm not mad at you. We know because I think you have gotten 2/3 of this place a job.
It is not that many people.
You're right. You're right. My bad. Half.
It's all good.
Alex, am I wrong? I'm all right.
Right.
Alex, really?
I mean,
Rob G, you biting a hole in your lip over there. You know I'm right.
I'm Switzerland.
He's Switzerland. All right. He knows that he don't want my wrath.
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
It is a good wrath.
Alex, by the way, I've met somebody. Every time I meet somebody here, and give him a week, they're like, yeah. I'm sitting here with Rob, we'll be in commercial break. He'll go, oh, thanks. They'll come bring us something and go, he was in my class, right?
Stop.
It just means I've been around, that's all.
Yeah, he used to, yeah. Yeah, he was in NLB, bro. Low-key, let me think about my whole career here. Did I work with you or something?
I don't think we worked together. We worked at the same station. We didn't work together.
Yeah, let me make sense of this.
I was long gone at that time.
At some point. Did you mentor me and I don't remember?
You just don't remember. Yeah, that was it. Right.
That's what it was, man. I knew it was something how I got this. Sam Darnold, where's he going? We'll tell you.
Unemployed.
We are Buzzwords.
Pathways Learning Academy at Crossroads Church is opening soon. Located in Mason, we offer quality care and personalized early education support in our infant care, toddler, preschool, and pre-kindergarten programs, as well as before and after school options for school agers. Plus, our school is safe, our staff is second to none, and our exclusive app, Sproutabout, keeps you connected with live streaming video, real-time updates, and more. Schedule a tour today by visiting pathwayslearningacademy.com.
With spring just around the corner, wouldn't it be great if you could upgrade your space? Well, Macy's is here for you. It's your last chance to catch our President's Day sale with big savings on what you need to refresh your home. Think 20 to 40% off new furniture, like our exclusive Radley sectional, now $21.99. And take 30 to 60% off a new mattress from Hotel Collection, Serta, and more, so you can sleep better. Hurry into Macy's before this weekend is over, because our President's Day sale ends Sunday. Savings off already reduced prices. Exclusions apply.
I needed my life back. There was only one team my doctor trusted.
A fractured spine left Paul in constant pain, but with the confidence of an elite neurosurgery team, a complex challenge was turned into a path toward recovery, one that ends with Paul becoming pain-free. That's Boundless Care for better outcomes.
We went the extra mile together, and now I'm back where I belong.
Expect more at the UC Gardner Neuroscience Institute.
At the Home Depot, we're ready to help get your spaces in spring shape outside and inside. And you can upgrade your spring cleaning with heavy-duty HTX storage totes to keep your garage, closets, and attic organized. And give all your container plants the foundation they need for success with specialty soil for every situation. Refresh your home and let the Home Depot inspire all your spring projects. Start your spring early with big savings now at the Home Depot. Product varies by store. See store for details.
Experience luxury that was made just for you. In the all-new Infiniti QX80, every detail is thoughtfully crafted to bring you comfort. From biometric cooling that cools your second-row passengers down before they even ask, to electronic air suspension that makes getting in easier for everyone. The Infiniti QX80. Thoughtful design perfected for you. Visit InfinityUSA.com to find the all-new Infiniti QX80 today. Available features may vary by trim level, packaging, and options. See owner's manual for details.
Miracle Method has been updating your kitchen and baths for over 40 years, but did you know that they're also doing commercial work? They've worked with numerous hospitals, universities, and institutes to refresh their bathrooms and kitchens to be like new. If you're looking for a cost-effective and efficient way to update your facility's kitchens or bath, you need to call Jim Udak at Miracle Method, 513-808-4866. That's 513-808-4866.
Baseball season is here, and the University of Cincinnati Bearcats are on the hunt in the Big 12 Conference.
Steer right!
Don't miss your chance to be part of the action at UC Baseball Stadium this spring. Season tickets start at just $75 for adults and $50 for kids and seniors. Call 1-877-CATS-TICKS or visit gobearcats.com/tickets. We'll see you at the ballpark.
Booking.com has stays for absolutely anyone. For instance, imagine you're a vampire thirsting for a lively hotel. You'll find a Vegas resort near some great nightlife. Perfect. You may be undead, but you're the life of the party. And if the forecast calls for sun, at least there's free cancellation on most stays, so you can wait for the perfect weather. Ah, gorgeous. If a vampire can find their perfect stay, anyone can. Find exactly what you're booking for. Booking.com, yeah.
Get ready for spring and have your roof, gutters, siding, and soffits inspected. Hi, it's Brian Thomas here, and I recommend you call Fasten Pro Roofing. They offer free inspections and estimates. Fasten Pro Roofing will help you protect your home with a durable roofing system that gives you peace of mind. They also specialize in skylights and leaf cleaning. A-plus with the Better Business Bureau. They are committed to you, the customer. So call 513-774-9495 or visit FastenProRoofing.com.
Rocky here to celebrate their 47 years in business. My buddies over at Gilkey wanted me to mention their MAGA special, Make America Gilkey Again, in honor of the special 47-year milestone. Visit Gilkey.com or mention when you call for savings that are truly golden.
Little Miami Brewing will keep you warm all winter long, whether you're enjoying the indoors, sitting outside next to a fire pit, or under one of the heaters next to the Little Miami River. And be sure to enjoy one of my favorite craft beers and fill up with a delicious sandwich or freshly made soup. It's also a great place to meet and watch your favorite team. Their event center also has great concerts all winter long. Check out the lineup and get your tickets at littlemiamibrewing.com. Little Miami Brewing in downtown historic Milford.
24/7, 365. It's showtime. This is Fox Sports Radio on iHeartRadio. We are Fox Sports. And here here's what you need to know.
Dallas Mavericks guard Kyrie Irving is out for the year with a torn ACL. Anthony Davis of Dallas is currently out with a strained adductor. The Lakers have won 6 in a row. They're hosting New Orleans in the late game, 10:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Luka Doncic now probable to play after a bruised knee. Austin Reeves, Lakers starter, is out again with a calf injury. LeBron James, Player of the Month in the West for February. Donovan Mitchell, Player of the Month in the East. Cleveland has won 10 straight. It is about to start a game at Chicago. Bulls guard Lonzo Ball out with a wrist injury. Currently, late second quarter at Indiana, the Pacers lead 58-54 over the Rockets. It's the Warriors leading late first quarter 25-22 at New York. For the Knicks, Karl Anthony Towns out for personal reasons. Among the men's college basketball games, halftime, 18th-ranked Purdue leads Rutgers 50-41. Kentucky over LSU 52-23 early second half. I'm Steve DeSager.
One guy is happily divorced. One guy is happily married. One guy gets called daddy by his 3 beautiful daughters. One guy gets called daddy after a credit card approval. One guy won a state high school basketball championship. One guy only covered a state high school basketball championship. One guy does voiceovers for fast food chains. One guy only eats fast food. Does this seem weird to anybody else?
Hey, I heard that.
Can this sports writer and this sports fan share a radio show without driving each other crazy? From the TireRack.com Fox Sports Radio studios, here's Fox Sports Radio's Odd Couple, Rob Parker and Kelvin Washington.
Indeed, on a Trash Talking Tuesday, Rob Parker, Kelvin Washington, coming to you live from the TireRack.com studios. And right after the show, our podcast will be going up. Rob G is putting it together as we speak. And if you miss any of today's show, be sure to listen to the podcast. Just search Odd Couple wherever you get your podcast. And be sure to follow and review the podcast and rate at least 5 stars. We're worth it. Again, just search Odd Couple wherever you get your podcast, and you'll find today's show and a best of version posted right after we get off the air. Don't forget, coming up in 28 minutes, Josina Anderson, the Emmy and NABJ award-winning journalist, longtime NFL insider, and Trash Talking Tuesday will get underway.
Yeah.
Your chance to trash anyone, anything in the world of sports. And we will not stop you, not interrupt you, give you your 15, 20 seconds of free airtime to vent. So we can't wait for that.
Sometimes you got to get it out.
Yes.
Hold it all week. Whatever that sports take is, maybe it's something from us.
No doubt.
They like to get at us, too.
Hey, Rob G, can you join us?
Always, Rob. That's what I'm here for.
All right.
Nobody reads more news other than Steve DeSager.
That's right. So read the news.
Hey, Steve.
Hey, Steve.
Hey, Steve. Sam Darnold, the Vikings had something to say about Sam Darnold, didn't they?
Well, they had something to say about what they didn't do.
Because they missed the deadline.
That's right. Yeah, the deadline came and went to franchise tag Sam Darnold. Now, according to ESPN's Adam Schefter, that doesn't mean necessarily that he won't be back in Minnesota. But if you read the tea leaves, it's highly unlikely that he'll be back in Minnesota. Sam Darnold, now a free agent, and depending on who you talk to, could be the prize quarterback on the market this offseason.
I am not surprised. This is one that I first guessed. Would you agree with that? Mm-hmm. After those 2 games, the bad game against the Lions where he couldn't get the ball in the end zone despite moving the ball up and down the field, and then the bad playoff game. And I'm like, dude, 15 good games and 16 good games, right? Because the one was a playoff game. And then the horrible playoff loss, the last game of the season, I think, or whatever it was. 2 really bad games at the end. And I'm not surprised because Sam Darnold turned into a pumpkin. He made you afraid that what we saw was not Sam Darnold, even though it was really good. They won 14 games. And I think that the Vikings made the right decision not to cash him out. It speaks volumes. And if I'm another franchise looking to get Sam Darnold, I got to question why he's not getting the deal. Why they're not saying, trade J.J. McCarthy, we got our quarterback. Sam Darnold's not 35 years old.
Yeah.
He's going to be 28.
Think
about that. He's young.
Kelvin
does not now. If he was 35 and he had this fluke season, I get that. Or 32, he's 27, going to be 28 next year. So the idea that they feel like they want him, but at a big discount, and they're not willing to pay him. Even Baker Mayfield, who got jettisoned out of Cleveland, when he played well for Tampa Bay, what'd they do? They rewarded him with a contract, didn't they?
It's funny you mentioned that. Yeah,
because they did.
Yeah.
But in this case here, I'm sorry, if you're the Vikings and you're trying to win, not just, I'm talking about win big, and not just win games, he scares me.
Okay. So
that's all I'm going to say.
I don't think he's Joe Montana, but here's my thing. I also don't think J.J. McCarthy, and you know, I'm from Ann Arbor, Michigan, watch every last one of his throws.
But you haven't seen him play in the NFL.
100%, and that's a fair point. It happens all the
all I'm
time.
saying.
We see guys who are amazing in college, who are terrible.
Exactly.
Guys who are like, where'd that come from? He has an
Tom
amazing
Brady wasn't great in college.
100%.
From Michigan.
And we saw him. We were like, he's cool. You know, he wasn't bad. He was good, but he wasn't. You didn't think Tom Brady was going to be that.
No.
So but what I mean is, it is interesting. I'm like, man, like a lot of people from there, even some former pro players I know who watch Michigan, are like, that was a kind of a reach. Like he wasn't really a thrower of the football like that.